NFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
Two to throw right away. Able to find Shaheen here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. First carry for Raheem Mostert. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. To try again after the sack. Tua got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and he's taking care of that early.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the one. Second and goal from the one. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off the fake, Zappi. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Zappi. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. The tight end in motion right. Zappi on 3rd down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion, Hill. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Patriots at 7 and 8 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
7 yards there and a first down. 7-7, our score after 1. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Zappi going to bootleg out. Got his man. It's Thornton. And they'll get this down to the 10. They'll run with Strong. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try to run with Strong. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they... He's got a man! Complete! And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Tua going to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. In motion, Hill. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'll let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Romeo Doubs, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And this one complete to Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 2nd down, a run with Strong. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Zappi looking to throw it on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open.
On 1st down, right back to Strong. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Going play action here with Zappi. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second and goal, Zappi. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Tua now on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. They'll hit Mostert again here. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Now, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Zappi looks to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. A tough spot here after that sack. Zappi and the Pats now face a 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Return there of 22 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A run with Mostert up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 31 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Zappi. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Zappi on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 2nd and 10, Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Jones on the return. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. First and 10, Zappi. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first and 10, it's Strong. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play fake, and now here's Zappi. Steps away. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll be out of of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. Touchdown! With that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
After the sack on first down, Zappi, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Osa Odighizuwa in there to drop him. At sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Romeo Doubs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Zappi throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Now a first down carry for Harris. Taken down at the 42.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Zappe's throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Zappe to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They'll go with Strong. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Zappe. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Zappe, one final shot here. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence.